Florida man 20 filmed as a family dog with his tongue and fingers. Court documents. What does I think that's bad even by Florida man standards. I'm honestly curious as to what was the motive. Nobody with a sane thought process has an internet, a hand, but though they look over at the dog. That is not okay in any way, shape, or form whatsoever, and that just is wrong. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalpos because let's face it, the world is going farther and farther down into the Mariana Trench, and I don't see it getting better anytime soon. If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see more videos like this one in the near future, because we all know that unfortunately there will be a non-stop stream of content of this stuff coming in. Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below as they start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Let's see if we can get this video to them 1,000 likes. That would be super duper awesome. Okie dokie, let go. Caption reads as follows. Lost my home in a fire in November. Neighbor's siding melted as a result, and they decided dumping the old siding behind my garage was appropriate payback. Yeah, you know, because something that's most likely covered by homeowner's insurance is definitely appropriate to just dump on your neighbor's yard. It totally says, let's get along. Florida man on substances offs a child jogging alongside their father on a Florida sidewalk, police say. The perpetrator, 35, was arrested on multiple substance charges as well as a DWI manslaughter after police say he hit and offed a 7-year-old kid who was jogging on the sidewalk alongside his father. Usually whenever I see this kind of stuff and there's some kind of court hearing where at the end the judge says, may God have mercy on your soul, the more I think about that, the more I start to realize that might actually be hoping that the inmates go easy on him when they find out, which very much I don't have the same sympathy. You know, the whole thing with the totem poles at prison, like how predators at the absolute bottom, and if anybody there finds out you did that, you are going to have a very bad time in prison. And I could especially imagine it's going to be a very hard time when anybody in there that has a kid finds out that you did this. What should I do if I want to have a baby with a man and then leave the baby with him? I want to have a child of my own, but I don't want to care for the child. I just want to see the child occasionally. I can send money if that's the law. Should I make the father believe that we are going to be a family and then just disappear when the baby is born? I can just move to a new country. I live abroad anyway. I know this may sound offensive, maybe, but I am a narcissist and I have no capacity to care about anyone but myself. I am very selfish and irresponsible, so a baby of mine would be better off with the father. But I still would like to see her grow. How do I pull this off? Let me get this straight. You want to have a kid, but you don't want to care for the kid, but you want to see the kid occasionally as they're growing up. Do not have a kid, please. I would say, like, get a cactus or something, because they're low maintenance and stuff, but, you know, that probably wouldn't end well, because, like, even then, there's still somewhat of a remote level of care that you need for the cactus. I have about had it with society. I am a highly educated and successful woman. I am tall, very beautiful, and I am wealthy because of the good decisions I have made in life. I resent going to restaurants and having to speak to waitresses or at gas stations where a dirty 50-year-old man making $8 an hour wants to talk about the weather. Let's face it, there are two worlds. My world where everything works and makes sense, and your world where you don't shower and you blankly stare into space thinking about candy and fireworks. There needs to be special stores and restaurants for the intellectually gifted like myself, so I don't have to go home smelling like cigarettes and malt liquor. SMH. You call yourself intellectually gifted, but you thought posting this online was gonna be a good idea. Well, you know what? Here's the catch. I feel like the Facebook equivalent of getting ratioed on Twitter is when the majority of the reacts to your post are the laugh react. Microsoft says the son of CEO Satya Nadella, I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name, has died at 26.
Sody wood, microblank 0. I am so healthy.
Imagine being such a sad example of the winning sperm cell that you automatically see somebody dying, and it's because they had some kind of involvement with the competitor of the console you play, you think that that is a good thing that they are dead. Imagine how that dictates your type of character from this point going forward. And it's stuff like this that honestly makes me think the whole console war thing is just outright stupid. And hopefully this post sets an example to just prove how exactly stupid the console wars are. Why can't we all just come together and enjoy the fact that we're all playing games that we like and talk with others about, hey, what do you like about this game, and that kind of thing. But no, we have some people that will take somebody dying and they then think that's a good thing. I always liked PlayStation, honestly, because I grew up with the Ratchet & Clank series. Maybe some people grew up with the Halo series, and that's the same reason why they like the Xbox series. But the people that are just so gung-ho about this console being better than that console, and even to the point where they see something like this where somebody dies and they think that, oh hey, that's an extra point towards the other competitor console, you honestly should not be allowed near anybody. Whether it be in real person with physical contact or over the internet with an internet connection, you shouldn't be near anybody, because right now you just come off as a tumor with legs. Same thing goes with the PC Master Race dum-dums. Don't think you're better just because you have a certain type of game console. What was your very first Wikipedia edit?
I used to do a lesson in my classes where I'd add weird stuff to an entry, and then we'd check it once a week to see how long it stayed wrong before someone fixed it, to show them why they should always use more than one source. They locked the Sea Otter page one year because of me.
You know, this must explain why the teachers always said don't use Wikipedia. It's because the teachers are absolute dongs and they go around purposely putting in wrong information to make everything harder for everybody. We need your help. The Pennsylvania SPCA is asking for the public's help identifying 2 individuals who appear to be responsible for an intentional dog attack on a family's cat in the city's neighborhood this morning. The video shows 2 individuals walking 2 dogs past a family home on this street. On the video, it appears that an individual spots the cat named Buddy on a porch, comes back and releases 1 dog on the cat, followed by a second dog. As the attack continued, a person or persons can be heard on the video encouraging the dogs to continue attacking the cat until a resident of the property comes out to intervene on behalf of the cat. Buddy sustained life-threatening injuries and was transported to the Pennsylvania SPCA's Philadelphia headquarters, where the veterinary staff is working furiously to save his life. Meanwhile, the Pennsylvania SPCA's Humane Law Enforcement team is reviewing the footage and asking anyone with information about the individual's identity or whereabouts to please contact the organization's cruelty hotline immediately. How much of a piece of trash human being do you have to be where your boring life is so boring that you think your only form of education is walking down the street, seeing a cat, and then thinking,
hey, you know what would be funny if we messed that cat up?
Yeah, no, like, that is not a good thing. You suck. Hopefully these dudes are caught, because people really are just horrible.
This man asked me out on a date. He was actually fine as heck, but when I asked him where we going, he said, and I quote, ladies, Applebee's. I busted out laughing at his silly, cheap butt. I told him I own my own shop, a house, a BMW, and stocks. I can buy Applebee's. Then I walked away. You should have seen his face. I'm worth more than Applebee's. You have to impress me, and that ain't it. Ladies, keep them standards high as heck. Don't settle for a broke man.
So, because he offered to take you to dinner at Applebee's, he's broke. You had to tell him and all of your worldly accomplishments to sound good? You don't know that man's financial status. He can own several Applebee's. He could be a broker. He could be a doctor, but you judged him off of a restaurant? I'm sure if I saw his face, he would be laughing because he just dodged a bullet. You own all of those things, but you still don't have a man? It's not because your standards are high, it's because you ain't blank. Imagine thinking you're so high and mighty that you can just turn down people buying you food for dinner and everything just because it's at this restaurant that you apparently think you're too good for. Plus, also congratulations, after posting all of this, you now have absolutely no leverage when it comes to complaining about why you're single. And unfortunately, there isn't any reply to this, but I can pretty much guarantee that if there was one, it would be something along the lines of, if you're broke, just say it. Plus, like, seriously, you're complaining about Applebee's as if, like, $2 margaritas isn't a great thing? Plus, the burgers ain't half bad either. Dang, if somebody offered to take me to Applebee's, I'd accept, because honestly, that would probably be a fun time. Plus, like, this is just a whole paragraph of the trash taking itself out. And honestly, I hope the best for the dude that had to deal with all of this, because, like, like, this just sucks. And the person that posted this status or paragraph, whatever you want to call it, I honestly feel like this is the type of person where they rate the quality of the date equal to that of how much the person is spending on the date. Plus, the last real big kicker about this is that she's flexing a BMW like I can't go on Facebook Marketplace and find a BMW 328 for like $3,000. Just because you say you own a certain car brand don't mean that you're rich. Just because you own a certain car brand don't mean that that car brand is expensive. Unless you're talking anything where the whole brand itself is high-end, don't even try saying that. And honestly now, just anybody that tries flexing a car brand is going to make me laugh because I'm just always going to automatically assume that when they say the car brand but not the car model, I'm always going to assume it's some $2,000 to $3,000 pile of junk. But with that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Let's see if we can get this video to them 1,000 likes. That would be absolutely awesome, and I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.